From the mind of Steven Spielberg, The Goonies plunges a band of small heroes into a dashing adventure, following a mysterious treasure map into an underground realm of outrageous passages, traps, and a long-lost pirate ship full of gold. The kids race to stay one step ahead of the bumbling bad guys and a mild-mannered monster with a face only a mother could love. Being a kid in the 80s and 90s, I saw The Goonies a lot. It had everything. A pirate ship, lost treasure, booby traps, that cool water slide scene, which I thought was really cool when I was a kid. And it had an amazing cast of characters. Sean Astin plays Mikey, the leader of the Goonies. Josh Brolin plays Brand, Mikey's older brother. Picks on him a lot in the movie, but he clearly is looking out for his brother's best interest. Chunk is the comic relief in the movie, has a lot of great scenes that are, for most people, the most memorable. Corey Feldman plays Mouth. He's basically the troublemaker of the group. Andy plays the love interest to Brand and sort of also to Mikey. Steph is the voice of reason in the group. She's constantly worried about everything, but most of the things she's worried about are you should legitimately be worried about. Data tries to be the brains of the group. He creates a lot of cool inventions, little gadgets, but most of them don't really work so well, and he ends up being sort of the second comic relief character. Then you have the Fratellis, Jake, Francis, and Mama Fratelli. They're pursuing the Goonies, trying to take the treasure and kill the Goonies before they can get it. Sloth is also a Fratelli. He's a very large, deformed man who they keep chained in a basement. Later in the film, he ends up befriending Chunk and actually becomes a Goonie himself by the end. The movie is packed with action and adventure, a lot of cool scenes from the opening chase sequence with the Fratellis and the cops, to the scene where they move the rock and the bats attack them, and of course the final scene with all the cool stuff on the pirate ship. But as a kid, the scene that stood out to me the most was the wishing well scene. It's a point in the movie where the Goonies are given an out. They can escape the dangers of the booby traps and the Fratellis, but Mikey rejects giving up and gives the famous "This is our time" speech. And the reason for this connects to the beginning of the film. See, the conflict that kicked off the whole movie and pushed the Goonies to quest for the treasure was a country club expansion project. Basically, a group of rich guys wanted the land that the Goonies families owned. And the only way that the Goonies families can keep the land is by coming up with a large sum of money. In the wishing well scene, the Goonies, especially Mikey, feel that the world is against them. Mikey makes an argument that the only way to solve their problems is on their own. This theme comes up again at the end when Mikey is talking to the corpse of the famous pirate One-Eyed Willie and declares that he was the first Goonie. I always felt that this scene was the most significant character moment for Mikey because One-Eyed Willie was a true outsider, someone who rejected everything and everyone in society. And for Mikey to feel such a strong connection to him shows how he views the world around him. Mikey feels that the Goonies are outsiders and that they are in fact on their own. To conclude this review, The Goonies is definitely one of my favorite films from childhood, and I enjoy watching it now just as much as I did when I was a kid. I really enjoyed putting together this review. Please like, subscribe, share, and if you have any suggestions for a movie you'd like me to review and talk about, please put it in the comment section. Thanks.